Well, when you think of the war in Iraq, you may picture our soldiers out on patrol or fighting insurgents.
But sometimes life in the war zone is as simple as a day in the classroom. Tonight we continue our series, Assignment Iraq, 5 years later. KXLY4's Dave Erickson is at Joint Base Balad north of Baghdad, where he's embedded with the National Guard's 161st. And as Dave reports, the soldiers are learning military history even while they're at war.
With 19 years in the Army, Staff Sergeant Will Jones was born to be a leader. With family members serving in World War I, World War II, and 8 of his father's 9 brothers in the military, it's no surprise he would follow a similar path, a path that now includes the title of Professor. For members of Hotel Company 161, it's Military History 101, led by Section Leader Staff Sergeant Will Jones. Jones assigns each soldier a leader, a conflict, time in history to research and present.
I figured it was the best thing I could do to give them a little bit of taste of history, let them know a little bit about the heritage of the military that they come from and what they're serving for, and the people that came before them.
In attendance, Specialist Stephen Ingram from Rogers High School in Spokane, Sergeant William Jacobs, who now calls Airway Heights home, Specialist Matthew Mosier, a grad from Ferris High School, Corporal Tony Wynn from Welpanit, Heather Bennett from Yakima, and a pair of North Central High School grads, Specialist Joel Dobeck and Specialist Matthew Piper.
The history lesson actually started a couple weeks ago when Sergeant Jones, our squad leader, started asking us questions about history. And we were unable to answer these questions, and he was just absolutely astounded.
Collectively, this platoon is responsible for vehicle recovery security, a squad designed exclusively to respond to any vehicle, military or otherwise, that is hit by an IED, breaks down, or is disabled for any reason and returned to base. The military history lesson is a recent addition that's being well received.
You're basically going to learn something new every time. It's always good to know the history of the Army, the history of the armed forces, period.
We're learning a few different things. Public speaking, like right now I'm not used to having a camera and a blinking red light here in front of me, but
teaching lessons in tactical warfare, geography, and profiles on leaders such as Alexander the Great. Jones reminds his young soldiers that learning from past military mistakes and triumphs is key to a successful future.
They're pretty good at it. They have much better initiative than I thought they did as far as schoolwork.
As far as his favorite military leader in history, Staff Sergeant Jones said Patton, a man he describes as harsh and fair at the same time. Reporting from Joint Base Balad in Iraq, Dave Erickson, KXLY4 HD News.